Beaver Creek Bear, Beaver Creek Bear. Exit night, enter light, leaving never, never land. Exit is never, never land.
Stuck inside the scrap band, need to dance on the playpen.
As snow slowly melts, outside so hazy, trying not to go crazy, breaking out of the dandy dance and search for romance. If I ever get out of here, gonna show my inner bear. Once I leave this dance space, indubitably, undeniably gonna race. Mama can't stop me, got 10 spoons of a honeybee. Soon as I get out of this den, must dance at the playpen. The March blood moon shines, Beaver Creek Bears soon arrive. Drains of corn milk fade into the abyss, embracing Beaver Creek stick mist. Done working on a midwinter's dream, running down a fair mystery, going wherever Beaver Creek takes me. No longer the time to sleep in the den.
Must rendezvous with the boys at the playpen. See me prancing, don't walk on by.
Night, enter light, leaving never, never land. I am Bear, Beaver Creek Bear, Beaver Creek Bear.
As the 2026 Bear Year fast approaches, another rendition of Beaver Creek Bear Mystery Theater is in order. For it is always an interesting exercise to summarize what we expect the bears may show us in the upcoming Bear Year. To that end, we paraphrase open-ended bear activity expectations into a ledger of mystery theater questions. For instance, our opening videos were of brothers Huey and Dewey, two of our Beaver Creek mainstays. Huey has an issue with authority. As a result, he's been broken by larger males the past 2 years. All of which begs our first mystery theater question: will Huey be broken once again in 2026? Also, Huey is very friendly. So, not surprisingly, Huey befriended young Rascal in 2025. We'll see if Huey and Rascal continue their dancing ways in the new Bear Year. Huey and Dewey's sister is Louie, who was not filmed last year. This leads us to contemplate whether Louie will make an appearance along Beaver Creek in 2026. Of import, expectations often fall short when compared with the actual enthralling and unanticipated shenanigans of the Beaver Creek Bears. And indubitably, a couple of newcomers arrive along Beaver Creek in a given year. For instance, in 2025, it was not expected that Rascal and Fawn Stalker would arrive out of the blue. These 2021 twins were likely displaced from parts unknown by a large male moving into their previous territory. Rascal is named after that wascally wabbit, Bugs Bunny, because he enjoys hiding behind trees and playfully pawing at larger males. Rascal also displays an affinity for sneaking up on his cohorts and hugging them without notice. Conversely, Fawn Stalker was first filmed stalking fawns, and that name has stuck thus far. However, late in the 2025 Bear Year, Fawn Stalker developed a tendency to suddenly stop in place. As a result, one name change possibility that reflects his strike-a-pose behavior is Freeze Frame. Reflecting back on 2024, our newcomers included a cub that bounces along like a beach ball caught in the wind. Beach Ball was filmed desperately trying to keep up with a large female that was traveling about Beaver Creek scenting trees to indicate she was ready to mate. Her identity remained a mystery until a photo from a forgotten camera confirmed she was the dominant female, Queen Eleanor. This was surprising as Eleanor gives birth in odd years, and Beach Ball was born in 2024. Hence, our current theory is Eleanor is Beach Ball's grandmother, and that she was lending a hand in trying to properly raise Beach Ball. apparently without success. For in August 2024, Rambunctious Beach Ball was filmed all by his lonesome at the tender age of 6 months, which indicated he had been left to fend for himself by both his mother and grandmother. We did not know if young Beach Ball would survive the winter on his own. But in early 2025, Beach Ball, now the size of a small dog, was filmed aggressively chasing fawns, apparently not only surviving, but thriving. All of which yields a couple entries into the ledger of 2026 Mystery Theater questions. Will Beach Ball endure on his own, and if so, continue chasing fawns? And will females, Queen Eleanor and Boo Berry, return to mate as expected? For her part, in the past, Eleanor has practiced selective breeding, choosing to save all of her affections for the big guy. However, our last encounter with the big guy was July 2025, when he was heard rummaging about in the corn. Diligently policing Beaver Creek and enforcing bear law can take a toll. And as the big guy was getting up there in age, we presumed he was approaching retirement. Our current theory is that the big guy stuck around for the 2025 mating season for one last love affair and then rode off into the sunset. The big guy's hand-picked successor to the throne is another 2024 Beaver Creek newcomer, Merlin, who has a knack for avoiding the cameras as if using wizardry. The big guy brought Merlin to Beaver Creek in 2024 to get the lay of the land, and the two were filmed peacefully traveling together in both 2024 and early 2025. However, last September, Merlin disappeared, or at least managed to avoid the cameras once again, all of which raises several 2026 Beaver Creek Bear Mystery Theater questions. Namely, will the big guy return, or did we see the last of him? If so, is Merlin the de facto dominant male along Beaver Creek? Assuming the big guy doesn't make a guest appearance during mating season, who will Eleanor mate with? And if Merlin remains missing in action, will the young Beaver Creek Bears remain unsupervised? Without adult supervision, the youngsters were seen acting much more carefree than normal the latter stages of the 2025 bear year. Going further back in time, the 2023 Beaver Creek newcomers included twins Rugby and Mysterio. Rugby was a chubby cubby, being named after a beer-drinking, rugby-playing frat boy. It was assumed that such an aggressive eater was a male. Since then, however, it has been realized that Rugby is a girl bear. As an aside, as bears age, their sex-defining features become more pronounced. Rugby is a short bear, and bears are curious critters. So not surprisingly, Rugby has been filmed climbing and standing on stumps trying to get a better view of her surroundings. Rugby's twin brother is Mysterio, named so because his presence initially mystified us. However, images of Rugby and Mysterio traveling together revealed they are 2022 twins. Siblings often hang together after being weaned for camaraderie. This is true even for girl bears, at least until they are old enough to mate and raise cubs. Rugby and Mysterio's mother is Candy, who mates in odd years. As expected, Candy was filmed during the 2025 mating season, being courted by several males. In the past, the big guy would be the last Beaver Creek bear up and about prior to hibernation, often patrolling the woods until Thanksgiving. However, in October and November 2025, there was no adult bear supervision to be found along Beaver Creek. Specifically, no big guy and no Merlin. In fact, the last bears filmed in 2025 were young Rascal and Fawn Stalker, indicating there is a power vacuum along Beaver Creek. If so, will the young males continue to dance like it's 1999, which is the last time there was no dominant male in charge of Beaver Creek? In conclusion, only 12 days and a wake-up, give or take, remain until the new bear year arrives. We can't wait to see what entertaining and amusing tomfoolery Huey and the boys have in store for us once they finally exodus Never Never Land. As we put a bow on this rendition of Beaver Creek Bear Mystery Theater, remember, if mysteries of Beaver Creek Bears are to unravel, Interwald, that is into the woods, one must travel.
Beaver Creek Bear, Beaver Creek Bear, Beaver you're coming, think of a ditty and start humming. Let me know you're there, unless you wanna start a Beaver Creek Bear. But you don't wanna start on me, or make me climb a tree. Rather add some flair to that ditty or put it in the air. Put me at ease, getting along will be a breeze. See me with the mama,
See me with mama,
know you got a problem.
there it's understood.